Hi, I'm Vince, COO of Cycloan Digital Lending Platform. Today, I'm going to talk to you about building trust in digital lending business. Lending business in a perfect world is simple. Lender trusts the borrower unconditionally and disburses the loan, knowing that the borrower will be paying back on time. This, as you know, is not always the case. As technology advances at a rapid rate, it is difficult to trust anyone online. Trust is an expensive commodity, while tools to defraud and scams are getting cheaper and are more readily available. Therefore, we have developed Cycloan, a digital lending platform that leverages on a number of important technologies offered by Alibaba Cloud. In this short presentation, I'll be covering how we can use technology to build and maintain trust in digital lending business. Do you know that banks love to lend you money if they know that you already have those money? Yeah, that's the irony of lending business, where small companies usually do not have a strong cash position to begin with, but they are the one that needs the most help. Due to fixed costs associated with a loan application, banks prefer dealing with larger companies because these companies are usually qualified for larger loan quantums if they pass the credit assessment. You might be asking, why is that so? Well, this is because smaller quantum loans are often not profitable after deducting the fixed costs incurred and provision for risk adjustment. But if banks do decide to lend to small businesses, it is usually on shorter terms and comes with higher interest rates due to the high-risk nature of small businesses. This means a large part of the economy that is made up of small businesses will not have access to capital to grow their business. The situation is made worse during the COVID-19 pandemic, where most of the companies are not doing well. At Cycloan, we want to help the small companies in the region to build trust in the digital economy so that they can have access to financing for embarking on new projects. We also want to help lenders to achieve superior risk-adjusted returns without having to tie up their money for a long period of time. Loan origination requires intensive manual processing and documentation. They involve costly middlemen and are time-consuming due to large amount of data validation efforts. Besides fixed costs for loan processing, lenders have to deal with a very high level of uncertainty about the future behavior of the borrower. This directly impacts the loan interest rate and availability of liquidity for small businesses. Cycloan platform has been designed from the ground up with a clear mission of connecting small companies in need of financing with liquidity providers who have access capital to be deployed. Let's talk more about the two main challenges faced by lenders in general. First, we have the operational risk. Total loss due to fraud is an operational risk that is often faced by lenders. Bad actors will attempt to defraud lenders with fake documents and identity. Next, there is the credit risk. This is the risk of default on a loan due to borrowers' failure to make payments within a predefined time frame. With these challenges, lenders will prefer to do business only with larger and more established companies. This is because the risk exposure is lower for this group of borrowers. Now, however, the downside of lenders is that the profit margin is squeezed because many lenders are fighting over the same pool of quality borrowers. Now, on Cycloan platform, we solve the credit risk challenges by focusing on building trust within a lending relationship between lenders and small businesses. We have created an efficient and safe environment to manage loan transactions by removing the middleman and giving borrowers access to small, short-term loans that incur less interest. As a result, through Cycloan, small businesses will be able to receive the much-needed working capital, while the lenders who are the liquidity provider can profit from the risk-adjusted superior returns. Lending decisions are typically based on the 5 C's: capacity, capital, collateral, character, and conditions. Capacity is about the company's ability to repay a loan based on its cash flow. However, this can only be based on projections of past financial performance. Capital helps lenders understand the level of commitment of the borrower in his business. For example, a business owner who pays 20% of the raw material using his own money and covers the rest with financing is perceived to be more trustworthy than someone who relies 100% financing to pay for raw materials. Collaterals refers to the financial assets pledged by the borrower to secure the loan. You need to be aware that lenders will only be willing to lend up to a certain percentage of your asset valuation. This is to ensure that the lender can liquidate your assets to recover debts should you default on payment. Cycloan trust-based credit model is biased towards the last 2 C's: character and condition. Let's first talk about the first C in greater detail: the character of the small business owner. It is about knowing if he has the willingness to repay loan on time. The rationale is simple. For mid to large organizations, their capacity to repay loans are usually not dependent on a single or a few individuals. However, for small micro businesses, the action of a single person can determine the success or failure of the business, which is translated into their ability to repay the loan. Furthermore, small businesses often do not have that many past transactions for a sufficient risk assessment that is required by traditional credit models to assess their creditworthiness. The second C is the condition of loan. This is about knowing what is the purpose of the loan. How much is the loan quantum and does it match with the purpose of the loan? As well as whether the borrower can still make a decent margin after taking into consideration the interest rate incurred. Knowing the condition of the loan helps us to design our risk management. Take, for example, a small IT supplier that requires the capital to participate in a project. By knowing the purpose of the loan and the margin of the project, Cycloan can plan remediation steps such as taking over a project from small IT suppliers if they are unable to pay back the loan. We make use of blockchain to create a single, immutable, shared data source that is secure, reliable, and transparent. It is perfect environment for untrusted parties in the ecosystem to share information and eliminate single points of failure. Using smart contracts, we create a conducive digital environment where parties who do not fully trust each other can conduct and control transactions without relying on the services of any trusted middleman. With a smart contract, terms of the loan agreements are written directly into the code, and once the requirements are fulfilled, the contract is executed. Cycloan smart contract, once executed, are trackable and irreversible. We track all contracts in order to obtain timely signals on potential delinquencies. This allows us to provide fast remediation on loans that may run into potential trouble. Cycloan streamlines loan processes by enabling real-time verification of documents, streamlining credit decision-making, and automating disbursement of funds through smart contracts. By using Alibaba Cloud, we can focus on developing our credit decision core while being assured that cybersecurity and infrastructure performance are being taken care of. Alibaba Cloud operates their own inter-regional network. This is great because we can be assured of low latency and unthrottled bandwidth when delivering our service across the different regions. This is very important as we do not want to experience regional congestion over the public internet, which we have no control over. We leverage on Alibaba Cloud Enterprise Network, or CEN in short, to build a distributed business system and hybrid cloud. CEN is a fully meshed network that offers both latency and bandwidth guarantees. And it is the same network infrastructure used by Alibaba for their e-commerce business. Digital lending business is complex and dynamic in nature. It is our intention to automate the lending process, manage multiple internal and external data sources, develop credit risk models based on unified data assets, and enable data-driven credit decision-making. One thing we love about Alibaba Cloud is that they have an out-of-the-box digital lending AI solution that we can adapt and enhance upon, so that we dynamically develop, train, and deploy our unique trust-based credit model. Using Alibaba Cloud solution, we have significantly achieved higher efficiency and productivity through optimized risk management and governance on our platform. We stay competitive in the industry by leveraging on Alibaba Cloud AI technologies and in-depth risk and credit algorithm practiced by Ant Group to digitize our entire lending process. Cycloan develops credit risk and fraud models with holistic and consistent data assets for fast and accurate credit decision making. Using Alibaba's powerful decision engine, Cycloan is able to deploy complex rules with up to 2,000 decision trees and return results in less than 200 milliseconds. Our credit model inherits the scorecard templates and algorithms backed by Alibaba and Ant Group's years of experience. Cycloan actively captures credit and operational risk data and feeds them into our dynamic credit risk model for accurate and fast credit decision making. Optical character recognition and natural language processing technologies are an essential part of our lending process automation. These technologies increase productivity and reduce human errors, which translates to lower fees to the borrowers. To ensure we can scale and reach out to more borrowers in the region, our platform automation module uses OCR and NLP that are trained by Alibaba Lending Solution with Southeast Asian languages. Besides the credit risk model developed on Alibaba solution, we are also leveraging on Alibaba Cloud's active fraud prevention solution. We use their unsupervised learning algorithm to identify new fraud cases, detect anomalies, and discover fraud networks. Alibaba Cloud Solutions allow us to build robust and reliable fraud models faster, which results in significant reduction in potential losses due to fraud. The benefits to small businesses is that we are enable faster and simple access to short-term financing with lower cost of funds. Cycloan is able to process loan applications and make faster credit decisions using automation and AI credit risk decision model. If a loan application is approved, funds will be dispersed quickly so that small businesses can grab business opportunities as they come along. To lenders and liquidity providers, we help them reduce credit and operational risk. A key aspect of loans is the credit default risk that the lenders carry. In our platform, credits will be small and diversified, thus lowering the risk in proportion to the total loan volume. Cycloan has a unique credit risk model that dynamically reduces the correlation of credit risk with macroeconomic trends such as COVID-19 pandemic. This is an excellent way for us to continue to help small businesses during crises such as the one we are facing now. Using Alibaba Cloud Suite of solutions, we can confidently originate more quality loans and achieve our goal in helping small businesses in the region to succeed in the post-COVID world. The comprehensive Alibaba digital lending solution helps us to automate and dramatically reduce lending fixed costs, thus allowing more small businesses to obtain financing for their projects. In summary, building trust in a digital lending business is all about lenders knowing their targeted borrower segment and having a well-defined ecosystem that encourages free exchange of information between untrusted parties. Cycloan Digital Lending Platform is designed to operate in different niche ecosystems such as an infocom technology ecosystem where larger tech companies can fund tech projects of smaller IT companies, or in an automobile industry where anchor clients can take the role as a central source of truth. We welcome you to take part in our trust-based ecosystem where we can lay a strong foundation for small businesses to thrive in. Thank you.